sorry to interrupt your news stations on WNET and WNJN. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message has been transmitted by request from the Hoboken Police and Fire Departments. At around 8:20 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a head-on collision between transit trains 1254 and 1107. At this time, fire rescue personnel are attending to victims of this horrible accident. Tune to WNJN and WNET for later statements from the NTSB on this developing story. Stay tuned for further updates. The NTSB has confirmed that the cab number 2 Comet Car 5146 was totaled for scrap value, while GP40PH-2 number 4110 and Comet Cab Car 5120 were later rebuilt. An investigation is being launched to what caused the crash. At this time, a mandatory evacuation has been placed for the following locations: Hoboken, Secaucus, Kinnelon, Bergen, Morristown, Ridgewood, Rutherford, and Harmon Cove. Anyone within a 4-mile radius of these areas are advised to head to a shelter for your own safety. Please listen to later statements on WNJN and WNET for your stations on this dangerously developing story. We interrupt your stations on WNJN and WNET. This is a critical urgent message. Both engineers of push-pull trains 1254 and 1107 were confirmed to be killed by the collision along with one unknown passenger. Also, 162 passengers suffered severe and critical injuries. They are all being airlifted to area hospitals for full recoveries. The investigation is in its closing hours. Anyone evacuated earlier is advised to remain in your shelter until later statements are given. Stay tuned for further updates. We are sorry to interrupt your stations on NBC 10 and Kiowa 3. This is a critical emergency message from the NTSB. The deceased victims were finally identified as John J. DeCurtis, Arthur David Stern, and Alfonso Debenis. The cause of the crash was confirmed as a repetitive pattern of color blindness episodes from diabetic attacks. The Jersey Transit is fully cooperating to make immediate upgrades for regulation qualifications. Again, we thank you for your cooperation during this emergency. We will return to NBC 10 and Kiowa 3 for normal programming.